I feel like Josei as a whole is often criminally overlooked on MangaTube, so today I'd like to draw your attention to a really lovely, newly published Josei. I'm talking about Haru's Curse by Asuka Konishi. Not that there's anything wrong with fluff, but let's just say this isn't your sugar-coated romance. The story follows Natsumi, whose little sister Haru means the world to her. However, after Haru tragically passes away from cancer, Natsumi begins dating her sister's fiancé Togo on one condition, that he takes her to every place he visited with Haru. However, as the seasons pass, both of them remain haunted like a curse by the shadow of Haru's death. Oh, and one more thing. I forgot to mention one really important detail that the original blurb glosses over, that Haru and Togo had an arranged marriage. You see, Togo's parents come from a very old, prestigious family, and they want Togo to marry a girl from a branch family. So they encouraged him to marry Haru since she seemed more like proper wife material than her gloomier older sister. As you can imagine, this really complicates things. Natsumi loves her sister. She would die for her, but she cannot help but feel a tinge of jealousy and struggle with an inferiority complex as she grew up in the shadow of her much sunnier sister. And now that Haru's gone, Natsumi almost feels a need to replace and stand in for her sister, kind of like in Mararu Penguin Drum. On the other hand, we also have Togo, who has his own problems to deal with. He struggles with shouldering the expectations and demands of his parents while wrestling with trying to find his own independence. Throughout this story, I found it really compelling to watch both Natsumi and Togo bond over their shared grief, as well as help each other grow as people over time. I'm going to be honest though, the art is more simplistic than I'm used to, and it took a while to grow on me. However, by the end, I found the art style charming, and the sheer earnestness of the dialogue is enough to carry the emotional weight of the story for me. Lastly, one of my nitpicky issues with the manga actually boils down to the typesetting. I'm not a fan of the font Vertical Comics uses for its manga. The font can be extremely small at times, especially for sound effects, making it more difficult to read in certain parts. And this is actually the same issue I had with Go With the Clouds, North by Northwest, which is also another lovely josei published by Vertical. Gripes aside though, all in all, Haru's Curse is a tragically poignant and bittersweet josei romance about two souls coping with the death of a loved one while coming to terms with their own feelings for each other. It's an emotionally driven story about reconciling love, guilt, and loss. It navigates both romantic and family relationships with heartbreaking honesty and skill. There is an incredible rawness to it. The characters are messy, flawed, believable. So if you're looking for a tearjerker romance, I cannot recommend this one enough.